Okay, so I'm going to put a few more objects, bits of furniture into this room, and we'll have a look at how some things can be edited and how they can be edited. I'm going to start off by looking at chairs. I'm going to choose this one, drag that in the middle, and I'm going to choose this one. Now the reason I've chosen those two different ones, and if I come over here and have a look, you can see them in a little bit more detail here. Zoom in a bit on them. Is that I know that one can be edited and one can't, and this is more luck than anything. You have to try and determine what you can do with them, and I'd said there's different ways you can select them, so I can double click it over here to get the information up, or I can come over here and double click over here. Now you'll see on this one, the one that's called the Dublix chair, that there's not much I can do with it. I might be able to change the size of it, and in fact I can't even change the size of it. I can change only the location of where it's situated, and the elevation 0 means it's on the floor. I don't want to put it on a funny angle, so I can't really do much else with this one. However, if I choose the blue one, okay, you can see there's handles that aren't on this one that appear on this one, which means I can do more with it. Let's have a look in more detail. So if I go into this one, I can see that not only can I change the dimensions of it, but I can actually change things to do the shininess, the color, and so on. So I'm going to try and change the color of that blue one, and we'll see what it looks like. So we'll make it pink instead and see what happens. So now it's changed that to pink, but however you see it's changed everything to pink, so that wasn't very good for us, was it? The other option I've got with this one, if I go back into it, is instead of choosing color or textures, I go for this modify button instead. If I click on the modify button, you see that it opens different sections up. So I can see that at the moment the fabric there is blue, the color of the one part is I'm not sure which one's the base and which one's the armrests, but they will change. So if I change this color here, instead of being blue, I'll make that a pinky color. You can see it changes this part without changing the other parts. And I'll take a guess and see if the metal is the bottom bit, and we'll try and change. Let's try and change the color of it instead, and we'll make it a kind of more like a silvery color. Okay, you can see it's changed that base area on there now. So on this occasion, it's allowed me to modify different parts of the chair, and you can see that that looks more attractive now, having the option to change those different things on it. Okay, so on the bed, I'm just going to go into the bed, and I'm going to go to this one that says modify. This time on the bed you can see it's basically, when it's been designed as two different parts: the wooden box surround, the headboard and the legs and so on, and the bit in the middle which is the kind of doona cover. I'm going to change the doona cover. I'm going to come to texture. This time, instead of choosing one of the textures from the library, I'm going to import my own. So I'm going to choose image, and I've downloaded one from the internet. So I just went onto Google and I looked for coloured fabric patterns, and I've got one there. I've just downloaded it as a JPEG file. I'm going to click open. I'm going to say reduce the size, and I'm going to say continue. Now this last screen is giving me the option of what I want the pattern to look like, and if I make this bigger, you watch what happens. So if I go from 200mm to 500mm, and if I go up to say 1000mm, you see it's showing more of the pattern. I'm going to add another 0 in again, and I get the pattern completely. So this is what it looked like on the internet, and I'm going to hit finish on there and click OK, and click OK, and click OK again, and you'll see now it's put that actual pattern in. If I now go and have a look at my bed, you can see that it's taken that pattern and put it on as the duvet cover. So I've got quite a lot of scope for how I can change what this looks like. I can edit certain things more than others, but you need to be aware when you open them of whether you've got this modify button or whether it's greyed out. So if it's greyed out, it means you can't modify it, and it's been designed that way, and other ones can be modified. So good luck with that.